Okay, we're good. All right, don't worry about the clothes we fold in. But Assalamu alaikum. We're here. It is the 17th of February, 2024. Now, let's get into it. Updates. So I've been making my calls. Haven't had much of clientele yet. I think what I need to do is not really go for a lot of time and more just efficiency, and then add time later on with just everything, which I feel like is going to be best. So kind of came to that today. So now we're going into that. And I don't know, recently I had a friend tell me something, and I had just a few epiphanies, like maybe I should do the YouTube type of stuff, like kind of I guess what I'm doing now. I don't know if I want to do it in a sense, like put all efforts into it, like maybe later down the line, but not right now. But that's just an interesting thing to add in there. I think I'm gonna stop using this right here. Like, I like it, it's good. I might get, because I'm almost done with it too. I only got like 2 weeks in here left, I think. But for right now, I'm trying to do on my phone how I used to do it. And it's kind of the same thing, but this one, like I have my phone with me everywhere, so I can just check everything I get off. So it just feels a lot more easier. And if I want to write affirmations, I can. If I want to, I don't need to do, I don't like I like the top priority thing, but I don't really need to use that space. It's just crowded. I already know what my top priorities are, but what I start with. So yeah, that's that. Yeah, workout journey's been low-key kind of good. Getting back into or not getting back, I've continued to do the mind and muscle connection thing. 2 days ago, I'm more into it, a lot more into it. So just keeping that going. Lost my body fat. I think the latest I've been, so now I'm at 16 flat. I was at 19. So I'm trying to get to that single digit, inshallah. But I need to put more muscle on. So I have to, because I'm in the 155, 150 range. I just fluctuate between those. But I have to be eating like 181 grams of protein. That's looking kind of hard. I can get to it if I eat my 3 normal meals, but I'd have to drink 2 protein shakes, and each should have 2 scoops. I can just drink that, but that has been an obstacle. Today I woke up early. I've been sleeping late and waking up like always at 8 or 9, the latest 9. But usually 8 is like 8 or 9 is usually what I do, and I'm gonna change that. I'm gonna keep my promise to myself and sleep early and wake up early. And the one thing that got me to think that is, I can't remember the exact hadith, but it just says to pray. So after, it's best to sleep after Isha, unless you don't have any like necessities or any stuff you need to do, then just sleep there. And it kind of got me thinking, like, the longest time period we have for sleep between Isha and Fajr is winter time, our hibernation, where we're the most warmest. Is that warmest or the most warm? But whatever it is, basically, but the most time we're gonna be warm. I was like, our hibernation. That kind of got me thinking a little bit about that, which was interesting. And then, yeah, that's that. So I think I'm just gonna go back to sleeping at 9. I'm pushing 10. Unless, I know the guys like to go play soccer late, so maybe those days will be fine. That'll just be one of the days I have to, just substitute, I guess. Substitute my sleep for that. But, yeah, the efficiency thing is what I'm going to focus a lot more on, and not so much of a load of things. Like with my cold calls, instead of trying to do 2 hours of cold calls, instead of trying to do 4 to 6 hours of cold calls, which is not bad if I do it every day, but it is not for for the life I live now. It's then the time I have is and what I need to do, because I also have school, and I kind of been taking a lot from my school. Like, I have everything done, but it's not to the best of what it needs to be. So just cut down less on it, because the days I don't do it is a lot more detrimental than putting less time doing it every day. So that, and then even just practicing cold calls. Even with Quran, instead of trying to memorize a whole 6 verses, I'll just memorize 2 a day, and I just keep going from there. So that's gonna be the plan so far with what I got going on. I'm thinking to do what's it called? Physique checks. I don't know, something like that. One of my friends just inspired me to do it, but we'll see. And so far, the funny thing is, I said I'm not gonna tell no one ever about this. I told one person so far, and was not gonna be the person I thought I was ever gonna tell, which is funny enough. But regardless, there's that. What else? Any updates? One thing crazy though is, or not crazy, but just balancing everything. I don't want to hear people talking about work-life fun balance or whatever. Like, it's true, but it's just annoying the way they explain things. I'd rather just like, your work and your life your work should be your life, if that makes sense. Because like, when you're working towards a goal, like working out is not something I just do because I just do it. I do it because it's part of my lifestyle, one, and I don't feel good when I don't do it, but I also have a goal towards it. So it's just part of my life. So it's just like that. And then with whatever it is, like the struggle for me now when it comes to fitness is the eating part. So going to the gym is easy. Pushing myself is easy. Or not necessarily easy, but like I can handle it more than it is pushing myself to eat and then pushing weights, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's really all for the updates. I also actually let me. I don't want to. Because I want to keep my life private, so I won't say too much. But the balancing, one thing I have to, or anyone that is here is realizing it. I think low key, everyone in their family, everyone in your guys' own families live your guys' life, and it's hard for you and might be easier than others. I don't know what it is. I feel like I have a lot on my plate. There's a lot of stuff that I don't have to worry about. I mean, alhamdulillah, that I don't have to worry about. But the things I do worry about, I feel like I don't need to. And not in a bad way, but in a more sense of, if I can focus on self-mastery and building myself, everything that I want will come with it. But I feel like I need to do the other stuff first before I can even do what I want to do. I feel like that also comes into the hindering my work and just growing. So it's kind of what I want to move and change into. So yeah, I think also waking up early will be the start of that, and then just praying Fajr. And yeah, one video I want to recommend too is, I don't remember where I left it at, but it's a video talking about like how to plan your life and your goals and whatever, that kind of stuff. But it's from a Muslim guy's perspective, and I feel like it aligns with the people who want to change their life situation, but also when it comes to as an Islamic person and that belief. So it's, the title of the video is how to take, in all caps, control, and then after that is over your life according to Islam. It's Muhammad Al-Andalusi. Really good video. I recommend everyone watch. I'm not putting no links, nothing, but you got it here. So how to take control of your life according to Islam. And I watched the whole video and I took it in. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to it, and then I'm going to really break everything down and do it. I'm going to set the goals that I want to set, the yearly, the annually, the daily. Kind of like what I've seen before, but according to Islam. And like, one thing I realized is that what he was talking about is, when you ask Allah for something, ask Allah, like, let's say, not in a obviously in a dumb way, or an oblivious way, where it's like, oh Allah, please give me a Ferrari, and then you're not gonna get a Ferrari like this. But if you ask for things like, Allah, grant me recovery today, make me feel the most recovered, or let me recover sooner, right? And inshallah, by God's willing, He will. But what he said was, what got me is, you have to believe that he's gonna do it right when you ask it. But knowing that you believe it, You're gonna believe it because you are like a person who prays and is practicing and all that stuff. We're not all perfect, but if you're gonna do the stuff that Allah gives you, then why not do? Then Allah will give you what you ask for, if that makes sense. Because that's all Allah asks for. Because even realistically, because I was thinking about something too on the sides of Islam is like, when it comes to, like, for example, I started to not show my aura, right? And I'm not the perfect Muslim at all, by any means. But what I've kind of realized is I don't care if I show my aura or not. Like my belly button, I really don't care. It doesn't matter to me. But what I kind of thought today was, but Allah said not to, so I'm just not gonna do it. Point blank simple. It's not gonna be easy, but I kind of like that way of thinking about it. Allah said not to, so I can't. Like, it's just kind of like, think about it like in a way where it's like, sometimes we like to break stuff, right? For like not like everybody, but you know, like those break rooms kind of thing, right? Or the rec room, sorry. Where they go break. It's like like the adrenaline is there, right? But you can't do it outside. Like, it's illegal to thrash stuff and do whatever it is, right? And you wish you could, for example, but you can't, so you're not going to. So in that sense, where it's like, Allah says not to, so I'm just not going to. I could. I mean, you could break the law and do it. Maybe nothing happens, but rather avoid that at all completely than being in that line of fire of something bad could happen, or you could be put in a bad situation because of it. I don't know. But anyways, yeah, that's the update for today. I think I might start showing y'all what I do in depth, going through the processes. But I just want to make this video so easy for me like this. I don't have to edit. I have to worry about trying to expand and upload, but who knows? We'll see. But yeah, I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good one, and assalamu alaikum.